Jai Jai Sri Radheshyam. Welcome back. Today we will study a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita that is giving clear information on how the disciples, direct disciples, the ones who received the Maha-Mantra Hare Krishna from mouth of Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya, how they use the Maha-Mantra. And this is a verse from Antya Lila, chapter 9. In this verse, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya Lila, chapter 9, shloka or verse 55 reads, Eta Prabhu se manusyere prasna kaila Vaninatha kikare jave vandija anila. The translation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from the messenger what was Vaninatha doing when he was arrested and brought there. We have to see who is this character called Vaninatha. So here we can see in the page Gaudiya History. It's a website from ISKCON that are telling the story of Vaninatha Patanayaka. Vaninatha Ray Nayaka or Patanayaka was one of the 5 sons of Vaninatha Ray. Ramananda Ray was his eldest brother. Vaninatha Ray offered his son Vaninatha Raj at the feet of Lord Chaitanya, and thereafter Vaninatha stayed constantly with the Lord. In Krishna Lila he was one of the Pandavas. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent to Vaninatha Ray back to his home, and he kept only Vaninatha Patanayak in his personal service. Seeing what role Vaninatha has in Chaitanya Lila, we can see again the verse. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya 9:55 said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from the messenger what was Vaninatha doing when he was arrested and brought there. As you can see, Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu in this moment is asking for this man. Now in the next verse, explain what. Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya 9:56. The messenger replied, he was fearlessly, incessantly chanting the Maha-Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Here is an interesting detail that I have been marked in red. Reads Laya Krishna Nama, Hare Krishna, 𝐏𝐴VISRAYA Rama. Okay, this word Krishna Nama represents the name of Krishna, and the verse is telling clearly what name of Krishna? Hare Krishna, Krishna. Alright, so the translation is correct to read Hare Krishna, Krishna is the Hare Krishna mantra, right? Even doesn't read Hare Krishna mantra, but reads Krishna Nama, Hare Krishna, Okay, we understand that this is Maha-Mantra Hare Krishna. This verse have been used for many to say that even under arrest, the follower, disciple of Sriman Mahaprabhu were chanting loud Hare Krishna. And the verse reads something extremely beautiful. He was fearlessly chanting the Maha-Mantra. Without fear, he chanted the Maha-Mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. We are in the same track and it sounds wonderful. And if we keep it just like this, if I show you only this information, what will be your first idea on Maha-Mantra, Kirtan or no Kirtan? You will say, of course, he is chanting loud without fear of any problem with the police, legal. He's under arrest in this moment. So he's having no fear in chanting the Maha-Mantra. Alright. And it sounds like, yes, Maha-Mantra Kirtan every time, doesn't matter what, you take shelter on Kirtan of Maha-Mantra. But this is only if I hide from you some information that you cannot see the full picture. You cannot see who is speaking now. You see that somebody is speaking, so you say a man is speaking because of the voice, but I don't know who is speaking actually. But if I show you all the information on the picture, you will clearly see who is the person speaking, has a mustache, black hair, headphones, etc. You can recognize what is really happening. And this is the main problem with the thing about Kirtan Hare Krishna, Kirtan Japa, that I have to be extremely sincere and honest. Every time that somebody with experience and knowledge who belong to some parivar that they accept the Kirtan of Mahamantra every time that I have an explanation, they are always omitting or being silent to some part of the verses. In terms of the verse from Prathama Chaitanyastaka by Srila Rupa Goswami, I hear a few times this quote about this verse telling that Sriman Mahaprabhu is chanting loud the Mahamantra. And if we read only this part in the Bengali version, we will take this by grant. Mahaprabhu is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then is allowed to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But let's see the English translation, full translation of the verse, and you will understand. Here we have the full verse and the translation. This will be normally what is happening, and what all this is creating some kind of misunderstanding on the original way that Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu taught the Mahamantra Hare Krishna for Japa and not for Kirtan, and taking half piece of a verse and a shloka. Of course you can prove it right, but it's not right when you read the full story. The shloka reads Hare Krishnete Uchaihish Purita Rasano Namagana Na. He's chanting Hare Krishna in a loud voice, and when we read the English, reads number 5, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chants the Hare Krishna mantra in a loud voice. So this is the Pramana. Of course it's Pramana because it's Srila Rupa Goswami, as you can read there. But if we keep reading, and this means not only to read the shloka, but to read the previous and previous shloka, and the shloka that is coming after and after that one, to get the full idea of the context, what is happening. So here Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but let's check everything. The holy name dancing on his tongue as he counts the number of recitations. What is count? Japa. On a beautiful knot string held in his effulgent hand. His eyes are large, but here reads clearly in this verse, he counts the number of recitation. Okay, Srila Rupa Goswami is explaining that Sriman Mahaprabhu is chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra loud while he counts the number of recitation. Why they are always putting emphasis that Gauranga is counting all the time. Why they do this? Because this detail is extremely important. That's why they are writing down every time that Sriman Mahaprabhu is chanting Mahamantra, is counting. Now we will get back to Chaitanya Charitamrita, because here is the answer of what I am saying. Let's get back to the full story. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from the messenger what was Vaninatha doing when he was arrested and brought there, where is under arrest in this moment. So what is the answer of the messenger? The messenger replied, he was fearlessly, incessantly chanting the Mahamantra Hare Krishna Mahamantra. No doubt, because the verse it reads there, Krishna Nama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Alright. And from here we can assume that he is doing Kirtan and chanting Mahamantra Hare Krishna loud because he has no fear, and in this terrible time that he's living under arrest, he is taking shelter of Mahamantra. Very good. But let's read the full story. And here we have the full story. Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya 9:57. This important detail. I am not taking one verse from Bhagavad Gita, half verse from Padma Purana, half verse from Chaitanya Bhagavata, and creating a story about Mahaprabhu not chanting Mahamantra Hare Krishna, and his disciple and follower, closest associates, are not chanting Kirtan Mahamantra either. I'm not doing that. Indeed, I am showing you a sequence of shlokas that are all together explaining this phenomenon. If somebody haven't been seeing this detail before, it's not my fault, but I am telling you, and you can see as well. What it reads, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antya 9:57. Gauranga say what he was doing, he was chanting Mahamantra Hare Krishna, was the answer of the messenger. And now, he counted the chants on the fingers of both hands. And after he had finished chanting 1,000 times, he will make a mark on his body. Can you see what we are speaking here about? Can you see what is this? Let's go to the previous verses and to read all together to make the full picture clear, crystal clear. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inquired from the messenger what was Vaninatha doing when he was arrested and brought there. The messenger replied, he was fiercely, incessantly chanting the Maha-Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. He counted the chants on the fingers of both hands, and after he had finished chanting 1,000 times, he will make a mark on his body. Now, doesn't matter to who you are following, from where are you coming, anything. What matters here is what Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu, what Sri Chaitanya really did, and the associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu really did under his instruction. Tell me, the verses that we are reading here are bogus? Are not clear enough? Tell me, is somebody more intelligent than Gouranga Mahaprabhu to change the instructions? Even if it was 300 years ago, 100 years ago, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, that is quite possible. Nobody is more intelligent than Mahaprabhu to tell exactly what is the process for Kali Yuga. Because Sriman Gouranga Mahaprabhu, he is saying himself, this is the Mahamantra, all of you go and chant with a prescribed number, means in Japa. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavata. We can see this quote I will show you here. Here we have text 77 from Chaitanya Bhagavata Madhya 23, Shloka 77. The Lord continued, this is the Mahamantra. All of you go and chant this mantra according to a prescribed number. Clear. Why Gouranga is saying that everybody must to chant with a prescribed number? It clearly is putting totally out Kirtan. It's not Kirtan of Mahamantra Hare Krishna. He said according to a prescribed number. Sarvabhauma Sri Rupa Goswami, when they are describing the Mahamantra of Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu, they are telling clearly that Sri Gouranga is counting. What Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu and the associate did. This verse explained that we must do count. That's why Mahamantra is called Maha-Mantra, because it's a mantra. Sri Gouranga Mahaprabhu to his disciple, and his disciple did exactly the same. I am telling you, everywhere is the same information. All the acharyas, every single time when they are speaking about Mahaprabhu chanting out loud the Mahamantra, they are always putting one line at least where it reads, he is counting, he's using the japa. The example that we are reading here from Chaitanya Charitamrita, what his disciple is doing, chanting fearlessly, non-stop, in the worst scenario ever, non-stop, chanting and counting. He has no Japa Mala in that moment. He's using his hand. If he can say clearly, oh, I am under arrest, I have no Japa Mala, they took everything out from me, so okay, I will just chant Kirtan of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's exactly the same. No! What he is doing, using the both hands, not the right hand that we chant, we can count the Diksha mantras, we count with right hand only, left hand never, but he is using both hands for counting because he has no other way. And even that, the verse is telling so clearly, we must to be extremely blind to not understand this. Even that, he is counting when he do 1,000 repetitions, 100,000 repetitions, 1 lakh. He's making a mark in his own body. Can you imagine what is that? If Kirtan and Japa are the same, why his direct disciple who was serving Mahaprabhu directly to his lotus feet, why he is doing the process as Gouranga Mahaprabhu taught to his disciple? Why? If this is not convenient for some church in the corner, I don't care, but this is the truth. This is the SHASTRA. This is the information that we have from the bona fide biographies and disciples of Gouranga. Let's see this verse. The Lord continued, this is the Mahamantra. All of you go and chant this mantra according to a prescribed number. Is this bogus? In my opinion, no. It doesn't need any interpretation or no any special brain to understand what does it mean. Let's check the next verse, because as I say, what I am showing you as a proof that Mahamantra is not for Kirtan, is only for Japa, based on the instruction of Sriman Mahaprabhu, is that all those verses are together. It's not jumping from one text to the other. No, we are not doing a puzzle here or doing tap dancing. We are very clear and exact with what we are speaking here. Text 78. The previous one was 77, now we have the 78. What it reads: by doing so, everyone will attain all perfection. All perfection. Always chant. There is no other prescription. What is the prescription? This is the prescription on Mahamantra according to a prescribed number. This is the prescription of Mahamantra. Far from this one, there are not regulations. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu is saying exactly, the Lord continued, this is Mahamantra, all of you go and chant this mantra according to a prescribed number. While the next verse reads clearly, by doing so, everyone will attain perfection. Always chant, there is no other prescription. Clear. It's not this, I don't know how to explain it. How can be more clear than this? What happens if you do the process on a way that Gauranga is not prescribing? According to a prescribed number, this is the prescription. The next verse read, there is no other prescription. Can you see? My mother tongue is not English and I understand clearly what we are speaking about. According to a prescribed number. Next verse, there is no other prescription. And what happens if you do the Mahamantra as Gauranga is telling, as God Himself, Swayam Bhagavan, is empowering you to do this mantra if you do as He do, not as you believe, you think somebody told you to do. What Gauranga said, this is Mahamantra, all of you go chant this mantra according to a prescribed number. What is the prescription? Prescribed number. By doing so, everyone will attain perfection. Everyone will attain perfection. There is not other prescription. I don't know about you. In my opinion, the SHASTRA is crystal clear and the information is there. And check something important, that all the ideas that are telling that Mahamantra is for Kirtan, they are taking one verse here, one verse here, one verse here, one verse here, and putting all together to create a storyline. But this is what is called manipulation. Manipulation of information, manipulation of the SHASTRA, whatever. But it's not what is correct, because everything that I am presenting you in this series of No Mahamantra in Kirtan, that by the way you can search #No Mahamantra in Kirtan and there will be shorts and all the videos will be all together in case that you are missing something. All the verses that I am showing you are connected. It's one right after the other. They are together. They are part of the same sequence. They are part of the same story. They are part of the same Lila. Everything that is happening in those verses are connected. So there is the proof. Do you need more proof? The only thing that here is difficult to accept, I think, is to understand that maybe we have been doing some ground process. And maybe that's why chanting and chanting for so many years, shaving the hair, putting the sika, dhoti, kurta, whatever you want, and still full of desires, still full of anartha, and looks like they are not dissolving at all. I walk and nothing happened with my process. It's possible? And why will be the reason behind? So many devotees who are falling down everywhere. Sadhus, gurus, sannyasis who are doing grown things in the back of everyone. Why? If the Mahamantra is the supreme power and Gauranga is saying you will attain perfection, while the perfection is not there? Why the seed of perfection is not sprout, is the word? Maybe because we have been, and I counting myself over 20 years, I have been doing the same mistake. Maybe we have been doing the process wrong, not as Mahaprabhu said. This universe, this full universe, destiny is the destruction. The destiny of humankind is the destruction. So not everyone will be safe. This is clear. Not everyone will be a devotee of Gauranga, Radha Krishna, Sevaka. Not everyone will surrender, right? So all this will be destroyed. But for all the practitioners, Gauranga have been giving one very clear sadhana. The only clear sadhana that Gauranga give to us, we are doing wrong. how intelligent we are. This has no name. And the only grown thing we have been doing in the sadhana is the only instruction that Gauranga did. This is the Mahamantra. Count your repetitions. There is no other prescription. You will attain perfection. And what we do? This is ridiculous. Maximum level of nonsense. The Shastra is clear. Prove me wrong. I read you in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Mahavira Radharamana Ki Jai, Nitai Gauranga Ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.